A very happy good evening to everyone of you. Guys, today we are going to see and discuss the newspaper named The Hindu, and today's date is October 20, 2025. So, a lot of quite interesting thing and wonderful thing incident has been occurring in the recent entire geopolitical as well as that has been occurring in the India too. So, first thing is I think so you would have known about Trump. Okay, Trump has recently visited the ASEAN. So after he just talked with a lot of prime ministers and president of their respective countries, and he also made it means a little bit of deal with Cambodia and as well as Thailand, and a lot of trade relief has been released during the day. And simultaneously now he has been traveled to the Japan. So I think so why Japan we are going to see about that in this video. And particularly after this Japan summit in October 30, it means after 1 or 2 days he is going to visit the South Korea. Okay, in the South Korea he is also going to meet the Chinese president, okay, Xi Jinping. So we need to just wait and see, because if this kind of thing, it means China has officially told we will visit, but they can just turn the table in anyways, okay. So we need to just wait and see what kind of thing that China is going to do, okay. As well as in India, I think so you would have known about the USA's soybeans export has been reduced to the China. So now it means the India has just uplifted the soybean import, okay, especially the genetically modified soybean import has been just uplifted. So maybe USA soybean might come into the India and may play a very negative role in the Indian sector, okay. I think you can understand. So it means after this also lot of things, especially from the Russia's point of view. Russia, it means what Russia has just told about the US as well as China's meeting, because if the China has just gone with the upper hand with the USA, it will be a little bit drawback to the Russia. Okay, suppose if the trade war, it means if the trade balance between the USA and China went in a good way, so what are the negative aspect and as well as positive aspect that China it means that Russia is going to get, okay. So we are also going to see about that. And now Russia has also, it means initially talked with the North Korea, because North Korea is one of the major country, it's one of the major country that supplies lot of not only weapons, it supplies a lot of civilian, it means a lot of people to fight in the Ukraine area, okay. I think so you would have known about this. So in future case scenario, North Korea might follow a technique called human breeding, okay. Human breeding means, I think so you would have known about recently, not recently, in the World War II time, what Germans had did is, okay, to have a good babies, and it means to have a good healthy soldiers and babies, so human breeding was been done, okay. So in the worst case scenario, will the North Korea do like this if the war case scenario again, it means again continuously goes on in the Russia and Ukraine? So we are also going to see about this, and as well as a lot of other internal politics and as well as geopolitical point of view we are just going to see, okay. So from the beginning we will just cover the headlines, it means the first basic thing, okay. So we can just start, okay. Welcome to my channel, my name is Newspaper. Let us get started. So the first thing is, you can see cyclone set to cross coast red alerts in the Andhra Pradesh district, 16 cities. It means 16 Andhra Pradesh district, okay. As well as it is also going to cross the Telangana also. So the main thing is, guys, literally it means this is the only one night. So we need to just intensify this one, okay. So you can see, guys, since the cyclone issue was currently going for 1 week. So you can see for 1 week there won't be no schools, no colleges, and no manufacturing sector, no textile sector will be running upon, and no any kind of industrial sector, no, it means manufacturing sector will be going across, okay. But you can see Andhra Pradesh is also called as rice bowl of India, okay. Suppose you can see, guys, in the top 10, it means in the top 5 states, the Andhra Pradesh also holds in a paddy production, okay, paddy, and as well as a lot of agriculture production. So in case of paddy, first is Uttar Pradesh, okay. Uttar Pradesh, Punjab and Haryana, these 3 states hold the majority in the paddy production. But when you compare with the agriculture, the grains, the beans, a lot of other vegetable fruits, the Andhra Pradesh currently holds, okay. So what is the first man perspective? So first man perspective, we have just seen lot of agriculture thing is been also going, and the industrial sector is also been there, and lot of, it means the Google, I think so you don't know but Google, it means 16 billion, 16 or 14, I think so. $16 billion was being implemented by the Google in the Andhra Pradesh. I think so you don't know about this innovation. So you can see, guys, in the first man thing, we can just see Andhra Pradesh is a good state, and a lot of industrial growth has been occurring, lot of agriculture sector has also been occurring, and the core sector, service sector is also been occurring. But in second state, what is the thing has been occurring? So guys, you can see, guys, often the rainfall will be occurring in the Andhra Pradesh area, okay. So you can see one side is western region, it means western Ghats is there, second side is eastern Ghats is there. So whenever the cyclone or whenever any kind of rainfall occurs, it means crosses the boundary, it just places inside the eastern Ghats, okay. While it's been simple thing, guys, only. So when a cloud strikes a mountain, what will happen? Rain will come. So due to that, Andhra Pradesh get a prominent rainfall, okay. Suppose in worst case scenario, instead of getting 5 millimeter of rainfall. If they got 50 millimeter of rainfall, so it will be so much a problematic thing, and I think so you can understand. As well as two major rivers going, okay, Godavari river as well as the Krishna river, okay. These are the two main rivers that has been growing continuously. So due to that, lot of agriculture area has been just tremendously being grown. So you can see guys, for the past 1 week this kind of cyclone has been occurring there, means the agriculture sector will face lot of issues, okay. It means in the before 2023 I think so, cyclone Mittakong, like that one cyclone is came. So during the time after the cyclone has just went, literally Andhra Pradesh cost only 5,000 crores was being just spent on a waste thing. Waste thing means giving subsidies to the farmer, constructing of the roads, constructing of the infrastructure, any kind of a damaged bridge would have been occurred due to cyclone. So constructing of that kind of thing. So a lot of 5,000 crores has been spent during the time. But now while doing a case study, so I got to know about literally more than 10,000 crores would have been spent, 10,000 to 15,000 crores would have been spent, especially in this cyclone. Monta, okay, month, anta, okay, manta. Okay, so I think so you got a overall analysis, especially it is going to affect the Krishna. It means Krishna is a district also, and it means Vishakhapatnam. So lot of port, it means I think so you don't know about seaports. So now currently lot of seaports will be, it means will be entirely halted. So no transportation of the manufacturing sectors, it means manufacturing goods, raw materials inside the Andhra Pradesh, and transportation from the Andhra Pradesh to the other state also won't be occur. Okay, so they need to cross to other area also. So now recently none of the seaports has been just open. Okay, I think so got the point. Okay, let us go for the next point of view. So next we can just see about the geopolitical information. So before that, I like to say, stay aside, I think so you don't know. So I was admitted in the Sydney hospital after suffering an internal bleeding. So what happened means, while diving into a catch, literally his internal rib cage, you can say rib cage has sustained a little bit of injuries. So internal bleeding is one of the worst thing, guys. Literally it is so much problematic thing to rectify it, because suppose if we have cut in our hands, upper hands, or it is easily exposed, means we can just treat it. But internal bleeding is not that much easy to analyze as well as to stop. Okay, so a lot of complicated issues also occurring in the internal bleeding. So especially for the boxing persons, it means for the boxers, so a lot of internal bleeding would have been occurring for them. Okay, so just one thing I just want to say. Okay, so we can directly go for the internal geopolitical point of view. So before that, you can see this one. So it has been given in the India Express. So Trump in Japan to meet a new Prime Minister, upbeats Xi Jinping on talks. Okay, so literally guys, Trump in this thing, it means Trump has just discussed a lot of good initiative with the Japan, guys. So why? Because Japan has just invested a lot of $500 billion in America. So America needs Japan, okay, as well as to counteract the entire South China Sea, as well as to have a global superpower, especially in the eastern sector. Act East China policy, it means Act East policy that has been carrying by the India. So to control the entire thing, Japan is must and most needed for the Trump, and as well as to counteract the Russia also, Japan is most needed partner for the America. Okay, I think so you got the point. So you can see, it means while they have discussing here as well about the Chinese Prime Minister, it means President. I have a lot of respect for President Xi Jinping, and we are going to think, it means we are going to, I think, and come away with the deal. Okay, so definitely if the deal was being placed by the China as well as the USA, definitely it will be a good thing, guys. And during, it means there is two type of thing, guys. Suppose if Japan visits USA and grabs any kind of deal, means the share market will be increased. Okay, so but you can see, guys, here Trump just made an announcement, I am coming to Japan. So during the time, literally you can see Japan's Nikkei surpassed 50,000 points for the first time. Okay, you can see, guys, so the Japanese investment has been just tremendously being shoot up during this time. So before 2 days, I think so you would have known. So the share market of the India has been literally slowed down, and a lot of foreign direct investment was been reduced, and as well as a lot of foreign investment was just taking the money from India, and they are just keeping in hand. So whenever the correct partnership, whenever the correct trade is been occurring, they will just go and impose. Might be, it means during the Trump initiative, you would have, it means lot of foreign investments would have been put in the Asian countries or Japan also. So they are literally waiting to place in China, guys. So literally now the India's FDI, it means foreign direct investment, is being reduced, and they are taking a lot of money. So they are waiting for the USA and China summit. Okay, if the USA and China summit has been just agreed in a good way, so definitely a lot of money will be taken from the India. The share market of the India would be just going downwards. Okay, I think so. Got the point. Why? Because I think so you don't know more about China just restricted rare earth elements, and USA also just gave the soya beans, especially, guys, 70 to 80% of the soya beans was only it means farmed to China. Okay, now the China has just literally stopped each and everything. So China has just told we will be getting the soybean from the Brazil, and it means one of the BRICS countries. So the USA has also so much anger against it, and a lot of restriction was being given to the USA. If any kind of trade deal was not being made during the time, means definitely USA will impose lot of tariff against the China. So during the time, what China will do, the China will know, it means will not do any kind of thing. So but we need to have a India's point of view. Okay, why? Because guys, you can see guys, literally America and China has been talking. So if the India did not consider this kind of thing, means it will be so much negative thing. Okay, so if they had a good trade agreement with, what will happen, so they will take a lot of money from India and they'll just place in other countries. So this should not happen. So you can see guys, literally, well, just one second, that is the thing. So you can see guys, market advances and expectation of US and China trade talk, Fed rate cuts. Okay, you can see guys, the federal government has just cut the repo, it means the rates. Means you can see guys why they are doing this kind of thing. Okay, so you can see the gold and the Nifty 50 and the Sensex of the India and also little bit decrease. Okay, not so much decrease, little bit. Okay, Nifty 50 you can see advanced 150 points, 170 points, and 25,900 has been okay. And as well as the gold price has been literally so much decrease guys. Why? Now the Trump has just took the initiative to talk with the China. So that's why MCX gold has dropped 1.20% and Comsec gold slipped to 1.70%. Okay. So you can see guys, this gold is a unstable, it means nowadays. But definitely after the few time, it means few years, definitely it becomes so much stable. Okay. I think so, got the point. So you can see the US Fed Reserve, it means the Reserve Bank could cut 50 points before the end. Okay. I think so, got the point. So definitely, if you can see SEBI security, and if the India cuts also, it will be one of the greatest thing, because why, it means such a simple thing guys. When a company comes to India, they need to pay a lot of government taxes to them. But when this kind of thing is being just given allowance, definitely it will be a good thing. So a lot of companies will come into the India. So as well as while seeing that, that is the thing. So you can see guys. So one side is they are taking the investment outside, but other thing is they are just investing lot of thing in the India. Okay, you can see MEIT. Okay, Minister of Electronics and Digital announced, Ajay just announced literally 5,500 crores to have semiconductor as well as electronic chipset investment in where you can see in Tamil Nadu and one of the Maharashtra, sorry, Madhya Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, and you can see Andhra Pradesh guys. Literally you want to know it down. Okay, an electronic and compound manufacturing space. Okay, so you can see literally the Hosur will be Hosur based. Asian Siemens will be building a facility in Tamil Nadu for, it means PCB, printed circuit boards, for 1,000 crores. So I think so, you can see guys. So one side they are just taking the money, means other side they are just coming and invest. Why? It means India is giving an upper hand to them. So that's why this kind of thing has been occurring. Okay. So why I'm just telling this, because we need to have an interconnection. So you can see this has been just increased, and as well as when you come to this side, you can see Amazon crosses 20 billion in e-commerce exports from India. Okay, exports, not imports. Okay, now the export has been increased, and the Amazon has just told 80 billion target to 2030. So now instead of importing lot of goods, we have just become an export, means that. So you can see India's manufacturing sector is been currently just going in an increased way, as well as lot of Indian peoples also are in foreign, it means foreign areas, and lot of peoples also so much interested to buy Indian made items. Okay, so especially you can see about the iPhones has been just continuously, it means for example if 1 in 8 iPhones is there, means 1 iPhone would be manufactured in India, so remaining 8 iPhones would be manufactured in some other area. Okay, I think so, you got the point. So lot of good initiative that has been occurring in India. So, okay. So you can see guys, if iPhone has been increased, and as well as the electronic chips and electronic circuit has been increased, so what the government need to do, the government need to invest lot of semiconductor industry as well as electronic based industry. Okay, let's just come to this thing. Okay, you can see. Okay, so 7 electronic component manufactured projects approved. Okay, the government on India 7 project literally 5,000 crores. This only that has been just came here. Okay, so you can see how much the thing that has been just involved. Okay, so I think so, getting the point. So lot of things want to be done based upon this. Okay, okay, let us go to the next information. So next thing is, you can see Gaza and Israel won't allow Turkey to be an internal force. Yes, definitely Israel won't allow the Turkey, because Turkey was acted so much against the Israel during lot of time. So definitely they won't it mean the entire Israel will alone the Turkey to be internal force. So maybe the Israel internal force will be the USA internal force will be there. A lot of other countries internal force would be there. So they have just told Arabs internal force will be there. Okay. So my point of question is why the Gaza need the internal force? Does the Gaza people doesn't have any kind of security there? Yes, definitely. Because you can see guys what it means what the 20-point declaration has been meant. Hamas should not be playing any kind of any roles, as well as the internal security must be provided by the foreign governments, it means foreign countries, and the foreign countries will come and train the Gaza peoples, and the Gaza will become as a good police member, and they will safeguard their duties. It means they will safeguard the countries. But my question is, when a person is ready to sacrifice his life for his country, can't he able to protect his country in a good way? Okay, I think so you can understand. Hamas is a terrorist group, yes, definitely I agree. But similar to that, why we are just comparing only Hamas? So the Hamas, it means the weapons can be given to the good quality people that has been living in the around the area, and little bit of training is it means not so much training is needed, guys, because you can see Hamas was, it means the entire Gaza, it means strips was been just entirely cancelled from the entire geopolitical map. So after cancelling also they are just learning day by day on how to war tactic, the guerrilla warfare. So even a small people can't learn that kind of thing, definitely not. So the foreign people, it means the foreign people's man might come inside and they can just talk a little bit, it means they can just train, but definitely they can't capture the Gaza as well as a little bit of other West Bank, and they can't capture the mindset of the Gaza people. Okay, I think so got the point. Okay, so the next thing you can see, the rape of Indian woman sparks outrage in the United Kingdom. Okay, so now the problems against the Indians as well as the Indian woman has been just escalating. So we need to just take care of this thing. Okay, so any kind of concerning thing has been occurred, you need to just report in a precise way. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. As I just told about 14, you can see export flag concern over genetically modified soya imports. Okay, India's soybean export has been raised. So now we are just going to allow, you can see, import of genetically modified soybean meals from the United States. Okay, so you can see guys, if I think so you don't know about genetically modified and normal thing. So genetically modified means a little bit of variation will be there. So in one side of perspective we can also eat the genetically modified, but in other perspective also we should not eat kind of genetically modified organ. It means agriculture related items. Okay, so I think so you would have already known, because genetically modified sometimes might cause any kind of problems to us. But what the most important thing is, for feeding of cows, buffaloes, so for them we are not providing any kind of organic material, we are just providing genetically modified oriented things. Okay, for example you can see the pellets. So most of the pellets thing comes from the foreign raw material. Okay, this foreign raw materials, okay, foreign raw materials are just classified based upon genetically modified plants. Okay, so much simple guys. So instead of manning lot of organic thing inside the India, we are just getting the lot of items from the foreign outputs, and we are just manufacturing and we are just supplying to the internal customer. Okay, so genetically modified process foods is being processed and they are making it to the powder, and it means the foreign government is giving that to the India. So after grabbing that kind of product from the Indian companies, they are just packing and just labeling it, and they are adding little bit of extra things to the product, and they are just supplying to the domestic peoples. Okay, so what will happen, the cow will go and drink this kind, and cow will go and drink, and cow will eat this kind of thing. So the genetically modified organism is been directly placed in the milk. So while we are just consuming the milk, it is an indirect way to enter of genetically modified organism or product inside the body. Okay, I think you got the point. So it's like a connecting the dots. Okay, so can just go for the next one. So you can see relationship with the North Korea is developing as planned. Okay, as planned. Okay, so you can see they are just already, they have just planned. Means you can see Sergey Lavrov is there, and Putin is there, and who is the North Korean foreign minister, Chong Si Hu is also in there. So definitely if the war is in Russia and Ukraine war is been just going on escalating, means definitely lot of problematic things will be occurring. Okay, especially not from Russia but from North Korea. So North Korea will definitely send lot of soldiers to the Russia. Okay, so human breeding might also be involved in the North Korea, because we don't know what kind of thing is been occurring in the North Korea. So it's like a mysterious state, it means mysterious country. Okay, so you can just go for the next information. So Lula hits a definitive solution on Brazil and US trade deal within days. So definitely if any kind of trade deal will be occurred within this kind of two states, USA and Brazil, definitely it will be a good thing. Okay, so we need just wait and see. Where is the thing? Where is the thing? Okay. So you can see next information. India's maritime global trade to get boost with the planned Great Nicobar project. So guys, literally it's like a Nicobar is like how to say means it's like a head of our brain. Okay. So you can see guys. So watchdog is our head. Okay. By seeing our head, we can just visit lot of other information and lots of other news also. So the head is an important part. So as to that, the head is the most important thing for us. So similarly the Nicobar. So Andaman Nicobar is one of the major thing that we need to just generally focus. Suppose we can just suppose if we just control the Andaman Nicobar, means we can control the entire the south area. Okay. Why I am just telling this, I'll just show. Just 1 second. I'll just show you the Andaman Andaman Nicobar Island. So you can see guys. So this is Andaman Nicobar Island. So I think so you can see this one. So if we have the capability to control this, you can see this entire region might be controlled. This entire region might be controlled. So what are the things that has been occurring in the South China Sea also we can just control. So if this, it means Andaman Sea, if we just place any kind of advanced radar system, means any kind of activity that has been going in the Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, Myanmar, any kind of negative things that have been occurring in the Myanmar, it means Bangladesh, Nepal, China. So you can see it means Malaysia, Singapore also, we can just easily predict that kind of thing. Okay, it's called as Verona's radar. Okay, advanced radar system that has capability of 8,000 km. Okay, I think so you can see this one. Okay, so that's why they have just planning that, and definitely in the future lot of seaports. Okay, shipping industry might be, shipping ports might be there, and submarine ports will be there. It's like a docking system will be placed in the Andaman area. Okay, so we have to just wait and see what kind of thing is going to happen. Okay, so you can see the government plan to increase the country's port handling by 10,000 million tons per annum. Okay, this is one of the good things. So we need just wait and see. So but most of the projects will be given to the Adani only. Okay, because Adani holds lot of seaports. Okay, Mudana port and a lot of Gujarat ports, a lot of recently they have opened bicycles port in the Kerala. So lot of things has been agreeing. So we need to just wait and see. Okay, so guys, then that's it for this video, and I hope so you like this video, and let me see you in the next video guys. Until then, take care, bye bye, have a good day.